recurrence relation exam questions that have sigma notation as well. There is a sequence where the first term is 1. The next term is found by the term before squared minus k lots of the term before, where n is greater than or equal to 1. This is just because it's a sequence. N needs to be natural numbers. So, if that's x1, how do I get x2? I take the one before, which is 1 squared, minus k lots of the thing before. That's also 1. So that's 1 minus k. Okay, that's my first mark. Show that for this next term. So the next term, show something in k. I need to show all the working out then. So it's the term before, which I've got my answer. So I'm going to use this now in this one here. The term before, which is all of that being squared, minus k lots of the term before. So what's that? K squared minus 2k plus 1 minus k plus k squared. Not minus k squared, plus k squared. This all simplifies to 2k squared minus 3k plus 1, which is what's required over here. And we're now being told that the third term is 1. So I can actually set that equal to 1 because I've just been given that information in numerical terms and I already had it in algebraic terms. I can use this. I can set it all equal to 0. You need to show this working out. I'll set it all equal to 0 and I should get that k is equal to 3 over 2. And it says calculate the value, so there should only be one answer to this one here. Okay. And what can I do with this? Well, I can use this to go back now and to work out other terms. And that's normally what you have to do for the last part. It says that they want the first 100 terms that are generated by this rule. And I don't know that, but I do know the start. I do know that the first term is 1 because it's in the question. The third term is 1 because it's in the question. And I can work out the second term by going back here. So 1 minus 3/2 is minus 1/2. Then, because I know a little bit about periodic sequences and recurrence relations and how they generate the next rule, the fourth term I can work this one out. So to get the fourth term, you use the term before. Well, the term before, the third term, was 1, wasn't it? When we did this last time, when we made the next piece of the sequence from the term before, when we did that for the second one, we also used the same ingredients. We used the first term. 1 goes to minus 1/2, and minus 1/2 must go to 1. So you can test it for yourself, but you will find that because this solely depends on the one before, it will give you minus 1/2 again. And then we try and spot patterns. So these are the first 2 terms. These are the next 2 terms. The way I would do this is I would be thinking, well, that's 1/2, isn't it? This is also 1/2. So how many times is a pair going to fit into the first 100 numbers? Well, it's 50, isn't it? So 50 times 1/2, it's 25. And this is going to be my answer. So it's quite an intimidating question, but if you just work out numerical values for what you've got, and you try and find patterns, you don't have to do it exactly like this. There are many different ways. You should be okay with this.